All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Angela. How are you? But you can hear me okay? Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you, and that way you can see what's going on. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm going to go back into my accounts. And we will take it from here. So Canva is a great resource if you are making posters, flyers, projects for class, for school, Instagram posts, email headers. You can see here there is a wide variety of different types of media that I can create using Canva. And it's a great platform because they have professional graphic designers that are working for them that create these templates that you can customize and change the background pictures. You can change the text, the color, and customize it to fit your needs. Another great thing about this is that it's free. It doesn't cost anything for what you get. They do have a paid subscription. It's approximately $10 a month, but we have been operating just fine on the free version. Another great thing about Canva that we love is that it doesn't require another username or password. You can sign in with Google, and that makes everything a little easier to manage and get in. When you get in, this is the landing screen that you'll see, and you have the option to choose a design here, and then I have the library of things that I've created if I scroll down. So these are all the designs that I've done, and then the options here that I can choose to start with. A little walk around here along the left-hand side. This is my account here, and I can do create a design, and that's going to take me back to the landing page. This will show all of my designs that I've created using Canva 1.0. They recently updated to Canva 2.0, so if you want to use the old interface, you can jump back into that. And since they've updated, we've been using the newer platform, and we absolutely love it. We can see things that were created in Canva that have been shared with us. So it allows the feature of collaborating. I can share it with colleagues, and then it's kept here in the library, kind of like the shared with me in Google Drive. I can build out a team, so teams can be working on things, and with the free version, you get one team, and you can have up to 3,000 people on one team. So it's nice, and that way you can collaborate and work together. Your brand, this allows if you want to upload a custom icon or some color schemes, you can do that as well. There are templates here, and this is the same that if you go into create a design. Design School is something new, and that is something that they recently added where you can go in and view their 1 to 3 minute videos for like graphic design. So if you're wanting to learn new things or how do you implement a certain look, this here is like a YouTube collection type where you can watch the short video and then implement it right away. Under that, it allows for folders. So the free version allows for 2 folders, and with those folders, you can add people to be members of them so they have access to all items that are in the folder. So you can see here I have my team folder and then one for 2016-2017 school year. So with that being said, I'm going to jump in and show you a little bit on how to create a design, because once you get in and start using it, it's very, very user-friendly and adaptive. So I'm going to make a flyer. So I can click on this flyer here. And even if that's not the design I want, that's okay. Because as soon as I click on it, I have a whole library here of different designs. Now, I usually try and think of what I want the poster to look like. So if it's something flashy or if it's going to have a lot of text, because all of these are customizable. So I can completely change the background, the text. So I look for the layout. Do I want the heading on top? Do I want it to be in the middle? As well as images. Do I want to use photographs? Do I want to have big pictures? Do I want a few smaller pictures? And that's usually how we go about designing our posters. So if we have an upcoming training and we want to showcase it, maybe this option here is one that we'd like. a couple things to keep in mind. They do have many free choices. They also have ones that you can pay for. And many times what you're paying for is the art or the images that are on it. So if it's a design that you like, you can always swap out the image for something that's free. Let's see if I can find something here that's not free so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Well, I'll show you in just a second with the images. So let's throw this one in here. And everything about this is customizable. So I can change this to say Google, and then this text obviously is way too large, so I can resize it here. I want something a little bit bigger than that. So I can change the font, I can change the size, I can customize with the colors here. I can change it however I like. I can make it bold, italicized, spacing if I want it all uppercase or all lowercase. And then it's just a matter of changing the design to make it fit my needs. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. So let's say, for example, here, I want to get rid of this guy here. There we go. Maybe I want to bring a picture in here. So I have some elements that I can put in. And let's say I start working with this template and I'm like, I don't really like how this is laying out. I can always change my template just by dragging and dropping it over. It doesn't transfer over the text that I was putting in, but I can always change my layout if I want. So I usually will drag a couple over until I find one that I like. And it's a matter of clicking and then dragging it over. Some elements that I have to be able to manipulate this particular item. So I have elements, so I can put in images, I can put in grids here if I have my own pictures that I want to put in. So if we have pictures from our own campus, I can put those in, and that way I have pictures of our students. Shapes, I have icons. I can put in text, so if I wanted to add another text box, maybe down here on this little ornament, I can drag this over and it will put it directly on top. And then I can manipulate it from there. So it really allows for you to be completely creative and manipulate however you'd like. The background here, I can change the background. And again, it's just by dragging and dropping. So if I wanted to pull something that was maybe this color green, when I bring it over, you can see it changes it. That's a horrible example. Let's try something like that. It's a little better. Okay, so uploading, I can also upload things. So if I have pictures or logos, things like that, I can upload those here. So I can use my own images. I'm not set with using only the images they provide. So anything that I have in my drive or my computer, I can upload, and then I'll have access to be able to use it here in Canva when I'm creating my poster or whatever it is that I'm making. I also have my folders here. So if I wanted to add it to a folder, I can do that as well. Very easy and user-friendly. And then a little bit about navigating my poster here. So I can add notes to it, so that way anyone on my team is able to see the notes and I can make whatever changes are necessary. This allows me to move up and down on my page. I can copy the page, so if I want to make it more than one page here, we do this if we're creating multiple flyers or things like that. We just put them all in one, so it's easy to use and easy to find. And then, of course, the trash can, we know what that does. So if I click on this page here and I wanted to add a new one, it's going to create a new blank page for me. Okay. I can use my keyboard shortcuts like copy and paste, just like I would use in any other application. Works the same here, so I can copy and paste images over if I wanted to. And it's very, very simple to get things from one location to another. I'm going to jump back up here to templates. And a couple things also to keep in mind. I have to name my flyer here. So whatever it is I'm working on, we want to make sure that we have it named. And I can just click in here and type in my title. Okay. I can share this. So a couple ways I can share is I can type in email addresses and it's going to send those invites, and I can determine if it's going to be a link to edit or a link to view. So depending on how I'm sharing it and if I want those people to be able to make changes or not, then I need to decide that when I send them the link. If I wanted to download my flyer, I can download it here, and it gives me a few options as a PNG, a JPEG, or a PDF. And then I can also print my flyer once it's, I can print from here, and I have the option to do like a PDF, a JPEG, or a PDF print quality. So you can determine if you're looking like at a draft, then you're probably not going to use the highest print quality available to you. Okay. Any questions so far? And then if I wanted to go back into my landing page, I would click on home here. And this is going to take me back into my landing page where I can see my designs. And you see here it's generating the preview of that one I just created. It is web-based, so you're not going to find a save button. It saves it automatically. It updates automatically, which is a nice feature. So again, create design is going to put me in here, and I can type in something I'd like to design, and it will pull up some templates for me, and then it's up to me to update the information. So if you don't have any other questions, I think we're going to wrap up. Feel free at any point. You can reach out. We would be more than happy to help you, and thank you for joining today on our session on creating digital posters with Canva. Have a good afternoon. Yeah. No, I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you, but I can't hear you. Okay. Yes. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see.
Do you want to say what she was asking?
So Angela was asking the difference between the paid and the free. So let me come on here and show you. Let's see here. And it'll show you in the bottom corner, which all of these look like they are free. Of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a picture here. So I'm going to go to Element and go to Picture. And if I come to Photos, you can see here, like this says free and this says $1. It'll always show you in the bottom right-hand corner. And let's say I bring this picture in here. You can see that I'm able to move it around so I can manipulate and get the piece of the picture that I want. So if I want these little pineapple guys to show here, and then I would check done. So it has a pineapple tops, and you see the watermark here, which is the grid. That tells me this is paid. And so any of the items that you would need to purchase show this watermark. But if you don't want this, I can drag over any free picture and replace it. So if the design is showing that it's going to charge you money, it's typically because the picture they've used wants to charge money. It's not for the actual design of the poster. So you can still click on it, and then you would just need to swap out the picture or whatever the item is. Sometimes like the little frames and things like that, they'll charge extra for. And if you want to purchase it, you can. Typically they run about $1.50 to $2. Otherwise, there's lots of free stuff on here that you would not need to purchase. So I recommend kind of searching around and finding something similar. You can search by color or things like that if it's something that's paid and you don't want to pay for it. So this is another example of a paid one, and you can see it has that watermark over the top. It says Canva, and that lets you know this is something you would need to purchase. And in order to do that, you would click where it says remove watermarks, and then it would go through a little billing thing, and you can purchase like $10 worth of credits at a time, and it doesn't expire. And that way, if you find something you really love that you don't mind paying, and it gives you like unlimited time purchase or like a one-time use purchase, and that's usually the $1 is like for the one-time use. So for that one poster, you've paid the price for it. Okay. So that was a terrific question. Any other questions? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and conclude for today. Thank you for joining our session on Canva. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out or email Daniel or I, and we would love to help and assist you getting started in Canva. Have a great afternoon.